Now I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're thinking, hey John, if America's so great, such a land of prosperity and opportunity, then why is it that the unemployment rate in the United States is worse than the unemployment rate in Cuba? But there's actually a very good reason for that if you look at the evidence. Basically, on the CIA World Fact Book, um, if you go to the CIA's main government website, you go to the fact book, it lists the unemployment rate in the United States as 7.3%, I believe, from 2013. And for Cuba, if you go to Cuba section, the unemployment rate for Cuba is listed at uh, 4.3%. 4.3%. So exactly 3 percentage points less in Cuba than the United States. I know what you guys are asking yourselves. What's the deal? I thought we were the land of prosperity and business and so on and so forth. Well, here's the deal. The minimum wage in Cuba is extremely low. I mean, extremely low. How low is it? If you go to wikipedia.org and research the minimum wage of the United States minimum wage is $7.25 per hour. And in Cuba, the minimum wage is 225 Cuban pesos. That translates to $9 a month. Could you imagine it living on $9 a month? Not a week, not an hour, not a day, a month. If all I had to pay was $9 a month, I would start my own business right now. You know. So that's the explanation right there why the unemployment rate is so much lower in Cuba, because they claim to be communists, yes, but in order to survive, in order to not starve to death like under Mao Zedong and communist China, they've had to adopt. I'd say they have had to adopt most of the elements of capitalism, such as competition, and what is that? Uh, well, just they've had to adopt many of the. I'm trying to think of that. What is that capitalist? That capitalist concept. Supply and demand. That's something that they've had to adopt supply and demand and things of that nature. Keep them starving. So that's the reason is that they've wised up to a certain degree in order to, and they in some ways more capitalist in the United States with a much lower minimum wage, probably much less welfare than in the United States. So that's the reason right there. I mean, the United States really doesn't follow the capitalist mantra as well as it used to in other countries. We used to derived for the communism are now surpassing us in the capitalist category, such as China. And that's the explanation right there. And let me know what you think about this video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a nice day.